Hello, 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 everybody. How's you? Today we are going to see how far we can get on the red. I did a few rows this morning, but I didn't get much done. I decided I wanted to listen to some chill music. So I am taking a break from our usual playlist and listening to my chill folk. Better than I was, but not great. Well, hello, Redneck. I'm not used to seeing you in this early. That's awesome. How are you? Is it still what was going on from what you told me yesterday, Retro? Or what you were saying yesterday in Discord? Ugh, yuck. Hard days suck. I still can't believe the brown and orange bear was the last to go. Oh, people just have no taste. Come on. He was awesome. But that's okay. That's okay. The other ones were pretty awesome too. I mean, I really can't fault people for picking the blue one and the rainbow one. Paying rent. Now that's always awesome when that gets done. I hated rent days. It's just like, ugh, get the money and get it over with so I don't forget. You know, that could very well be true. Luckily, our landlord is a very close friend. So she works with. Oh, that's nice. Yes. Landlords that will work with you when times are tight. Oh, that is a godsend. I fully agree with that. Yep. Just the way the colors and everything worked out with the orange one is just crazy. The property, as long as I ain't tearing it up before I do anything, I always ask permission just so she knows what I'm doing. Right? Because the colors were so fun on that. Alrighty, Shelly, enjoy your lurk and whatever it is you're doing. Welcome back, Miss Princess Morningstar. I felt like using your full name. You know, sometimes it's just nice to do the whole full name. Knitting up a storm. Of course you are, Shelly. If you're not knitting up a storm, you're usually crocheting up a storm. Or diamond painting up a storm. Because you're like me. Enjoy your lurk there, Retro. Have y'all ever had Velveeta skillet? It's mac and cheese with ground beef. I think they have other flavors, but that's our favorite. I have not. My mom used to make like the Velveeta mac and cheese every once in a while, but I never thought about putting ground beef in it. That would be really good. Enjoy your lurk, Capley. My mom's trying to get Vinny's attention. I was using my full government name. When I was little, I knew I was going to get whooped. Uh-oh. The very last time. Not get what you came. Pretty. Right? We have a food channel, so you can post all your good yummy food in there if you ever so choose and make us all hungry, you know. Just saying. And if you like memes, then you can compete with Retro to see who puts the most memes in the meme channel. I will say he comes up with some really good ones. Nice. We had quesadillas again. I cooked up some ground turkey meat. And then but not get what you came. Oh, snacks sound good. I just ate, so I'm actually not feeling snacky, but snacks are always good, you know? Snack. yes. 100% K-Play. I just realized what song you chose. 100%. Yes. Might not get what for sure. I have food with my pills or I throw. Yeah, Mom had some pills like that. This was the song that Trav requested. It's a very important song to me. Aw, you finished your head of lettuce? No. You must get another head of lettuce. Oh, that's no good. You didn't sound like you had any kind of dude. Dude. I like that. Um, I feel that. I've had days like that. Oh, we're getting hints of red. What I love about this, and I don't know if it was just there was like this random floof in my spinning or what. There's this one little, because it's not really showing up on camera, but there's this one little speck of red right here in the knitting and amongst all the white. And now I'm coming and getting another little section. Of course, my needles are red, so you can't see, but there's another little section of red, a little bit longer. Back to town. I will driving 30 minutes for okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I feel that. One of those. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you saw the red flags and listened. My landlord has me working on all her machinery vehicles all the time since she's now widowed. It's like, here, have 20 for your work today. I'm like, I ain't gonna do that. She's like, no, you need it. That's nice that she does that. That's awesome. So I put my foot down, told him off, and told him I don't even. Right. I like that. I like that. Beautiful. I'm one of those people, I'll like let it slide, let it slide, let it slide, let it slide, slam, smacked into a brick wall. I'm done. Go fuck yourself. Right? It was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right? Exactly. You should take a bow on that one. No, I'm actually. Oh, there's. Oh, hi, Bobby. Oh my God, I wish I had it on camera today. I was sitting in my chair this morning, having my morning coffee and knitting, and I was just sitting back like this knitting. And this guy, yeah, yeah, I know, I love you, buddy. This guy literally jumps down from the top and like jumps and flops. He almost fell out of my arms because he just like, yes, buddy, I love you. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. He's like, stop knitting and love on me. Come here. Come here. Is this better? Do you want to flop? You want to go upside down? Let's see. Oh, let's see if you want. Oh, maybe. There you go. There. Is that better? No? No? You're just going to do the whole come up, flop, move 2 seconds later? Yeah? Okay. And kisses. You know I love kisses. Yes, I do. Here. Here. Welcome back, Retro. You came back just in time to see this little brat demanding snuggles. Go puppy. Yeah. No biting on my knitting needles. Hey, not allowed. You know that. Here. You want to chew on my Nostipin? You love chewing on that. I don't know why, but he loves chewing on my Nostipin. Don't chew on my knitting needles. No, don't chew on the knitting needles. Chew on the Nostipin. Yeah. Oh, Mama's calling you. You should go see Mama. He's like, no, I like Sissy. Oh, thank you for the kisses. You need to go love on Mama like this. Yeah. You're not supposed to love Sissy more. No. Oh, I love you, buddy. Nostipin. It's basically it's just another form of winding up a center pole ball, and they tend to come out. I think there's like different ways that you can wind on here, but so far they all seem to come out kind of like little eggs. So I have a jar full of eggs. Yeah, you want to chew on that? I prefer if you chew on this end because the wool doesn't wrap on this end. So if you want to chew, please chew down here. I'd never heard of one until the internet, you know, and my whole falling down the fiber wormhole. Is that a rabbit hole? Fur fiber rabbit hole. Fiber art rabbit hole. I can talk and think at the same time. Oh, buddy. Though I swear the rabbit hole seems like a wormhole sometimes. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Why can't you do this with Mama? Hmm? I'm supposed to be knitting. Yeah. Does that feel good, buddy? I hope it's just the way he's laying, but almost felt like he was a little bit swollen under here. But I think it was just the way he was laying. He likes it either way. Oh god, he's just wow, he's just like, don't stop. Holy shit. Does that feel good, buddy? Oh. What? Did I make you itchy? Holy shit. You just went to a whole other world, didn't you, buddy? Does that feel good? He just freaking like went into like he was like literally this is like I was basically massaging here on him and he was just like just like nothing else existed for him in that moment. Yeah. You like that? That was good, wasn't it? Oh, my buddy. Oh. I love when he does his floppy flops. Ooh. Oh, you do have cute puppy dogs on your emotes. And Kit Kat. I have some cute emotes of Vinny and Pickles. I need to get one of Mystique, though. Yeah. Actually, I have a cute one of my mom's. I have a cute one of my mom's old cat as an emote. Oh, buddy. Where is it? Oh, yeah, right. It's very small. It doesn't quite show up. It works good when you have like the the emote things that pop up on the video feed. Then it you can actually see it, but it's really hard to see because it's so tiny. This boy. How am I ever supposed to get anything done when he's like this? He's just like, don't stop. Don't stop petting me. He literally has his head pressed against me. Oh, buddy. I love you so much. Will you let me knit? Will you let me knit? I have to do as much red knitting as possible. That's exactly it. Even though technically he's my brother because he's my mom's cat. But he sort of claimed me as his unofficial mom. It's like I can, like, watching him when he's like this, I could pretty much, like, completely lose track of time. I could sit for hours watching him do this. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Really? Yeah, so yeah, you're good. You're okay, buddy. I'm just gonna knit on top of you. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you're a good boy. Okay. No. But yeah. Yeah. He's going to sleep. He's pretty much asleep. Hello, yeah, this is Vinny. He's basically the star of the show, and he's very much a snuggle bug right now. I'm trying to knit, but you know, he's making sure that he's the one that gets the most attention. Yeah. Oh, you're okay. It was just mom coughing. It was just mom coughing. Oh. Home care's here. he doesn't like home care. Oh, now I moved it up too much. There we go. You're gonna do something weird? Right? He's very protective. But he's a scaredy cat, so he'll like do this growl and he'll run out and then he'll see who it is and he's like, oh, stranger danger. And then he usually comes back in here and hides. You don't mind, but I'm going to go early. Been a long few days. Sorry, but I can't. Hey, no, that's all good, Retro. You have a good sleep. Get some lots of relaxing in. Right. Yeah, no, you definitely need more rest. Take care. Love you too, Retro. You get some sleep. Or love too. You get some sleep. And rest. Recover. Guess Vinny decided to stay out there. Crafting jungle. It wasn't that guy tonight, thankfully. It was, I could tell by the voice that it was one of the ones that we like. Who is well aware of the cats. But I think my sign on the door is definitely working. Yeah, thankfully that guy only works 3 days a week. Welcome back from ads, everyone that got stuck in them. Welcome back. Now that my Snugglebug's gone, I'm like, I missed my Snugglebug. But if he goes and snuggles with Mom, that'll be good. He's out there. Mom's trying to get him to come to her. She'll call him and he'll look at her. And then he'll just kind of like sit there on the floor and stare at her. Oh! Wow! Nice. Welcome in, Raiders. There we go. You gonna come up, buddy? Yeah. Somebody else came to welcome in the Raiders. There go, puppy. Yeah. Oh. There goes the knitting again. How are you guys? Hope that your stream was good. Oh, not the buttons. Don't go wrecking the buttons on my shirt. Alright, enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your cross stitch. Oh, buddy. That's great. How are you? I'm doing really good. And as you can see, I'm not getting very far on the red yarn that I'm supposed to be working on because, well, someone is very snuggly buggly. Yeah. Can you like cuddle me while I knit, buddy? I'll still pet you. I just want to knit too. It's like, no. Oh, there we go. There we go. Are you gonna move that tail of yours? There we go. There we go. Yeah. That's pretty much it. He's like, you're streaming? That means pay attention to me the whole entire stream. Yeah. You're a good boy. Yeah. He is a sweet baby sometimes. Oh, buddy. Yes. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Yeah. He's been extra cuddly since the other night when he got locked outside for like 7 hours, thanks to a neglectful home care worker. You get the papa? Yeah. Yeah. He's like, stop knitting and love on me. He literally put his paw over top. He had it on my hand, and then he put it over top of my needles. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. No, thankfully. We had one of our good home care workers come. I think she was actually the one that came the morning after the whole debacle happened. So she saw the state that I was in the morning, because I met up with her at the bottom of the ramp as I was going over into Mom's. And I was like a freaking walking zombie. And then I told her what happened. I love you, buddy. He really does not want me to knit. Oh, yeah. He's a good boy. Yeah. Hey, no, go ahead. You raid and run, get some sleep, do all the self care that you need. And thank you so much for raiding. Yeah, my baby. He is waving and literally holding on to my finger. He's like, stop knitting and just love on me. He's a good papa. Yeah. Oh, Mama's calling you. You gonna go see Mama? Aww, you're breaking Mama's heart. Hey, all good. I've just been, um, you know, snuggling a cat who should be going and cuddling with my mom, but he insists that I'm the one that he needs to cuddle with. He's like, no, no knit. Love me instead. Mama's calling you. You don't know? You need to get the T-post in the ground, but you don't know? I don't know. it sounds like you're pulling a me, which means I don't feel like doing it right now. I'd rather just relax. That's me, 90% of my day. I should be doing this. Right? I struggle with that as well. I need to get the grass mowed. That's not happening. I need to resand the railing on the ramp because right after I got it all nicely sanded and smooth, it started raining, so I couldn't seal it. And so now it needs to be resanded. Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy, but you'd be a better boy if you were snuggling with Mom and not me. Nope, just the one. If I told you to go get it done, would that be motivation enough? Or are you like me and when someone tells you to do something, you're like, you know. Hello, Sunglow. Yes, life is like that. Thank you for the check-in. And Vinny very much appreciates the pets. Oh, yeah. Feel that. Our ground gets pretty freaking dry in the summer sometimes. And it's not the funnest to dig in. Sun girl! Yeah. I think I'm his emotional support human. Because I don't think he's an emotional support cat, so it must be me being the emotional support human. It's like, is this the most comfortable position to knit in? Not really. Is it like horrible? No, it's actually pretty good. Slightly awkward. Hydrate. Uh-oh. I don't think I even have anything to hydrate with. I don't think I have anything to hydrate with. I might have something in here. No, don't move. It's okay. Oh, 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 no. It's just my water cup. No, I forgot to fill it up. It's completely empty. Well, he needed to get up anyways. He's supposed to go cuddle mom, not me. Where'd you go? You gonna hide under my desk now? Okay, I'll be back with water, and my mom wanted me to get her something anyways. So, give me probably won't even be 5 minutes, but we'll say 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Oh, that's good. Nice, cold, half water, half peach lemonade. And to give my mom a break so the cat would stay around her, I closed my door. I'll miss Vinny, but he needs to spend more time with mom. So. Exactly, it was a good thing. Because as much as I love Vinny cuddles, I always feel bad when I hear mom calling for Vinny and he chooses to come in here and hang out with me. He is technically her cat. I mean, I'm the one that takes care of them, cleans their litter box, feeds them, but he is her cat. she's like, she's like, well, I don't know why my cats don't like me. I'm like, it's not that they don't like you. It's that I'm the one that feeds them. I'm the one that changes their litter box. So they see me as the mom. It's like, you're my provider, so therefore I favor you. If you start providing for them, of course it is hard for mom because she is in a wheelchair. And she's still learning, like she's still healing and everything, so it's... Oops, there goes my nose to pin. And I can understand litter box. That would be too hard for her to do, but she could definitely feed them. She feeds them treats, and I'm like, that's not gonna get them to like you more. They're just gonna be like, oh, she's the treat lady, and this is our mom. And I'm like, no. So. But her hand is starting to heal because she had she's on dialysis and they put a thing called a fistula in her arm and it failed, so it stole the blood supply from her hand, and she ended up getting some wounds on her hand, and they're still healing. They had to take the fistula out because, well, it kept trying to kill her hand. It went rogue. It wanted her blood. So yeah, her hand, and then she ended up getting an infection in her one finger, but it's doing really good now. The other one is pretty much healed. The only thing that notices is like her nails a little jumbled up from the wound, but that's already like sorting itself out. So it's just this finger left, and then she'll be able to have full use of her hand. For now, she's just got... I have no idea what that was, but for now she's got partial use, so she can use it, but she can't use her index finger. So she basically does this when she's like trying to grab or pull or anything like that. So but shouldn't be too much longer. Everything's healing up nice. Her leg probably would have been healed by now, but she fell on that and had to get fixed again. But she's doing good. She's getting stronger, more independent, which is nice. because she was going stir crazy. Yeah, yeah. She it was like a double whammy. She had to have her a below the knee amputation, diabetes. Finally got the best of her, and they figured since she had to have that, why not put the fistula in, because the fistula is supposed to be better than the port in your chest. It wasn't. It failed. It started stealing blood from her hands. They sent her back because she had to get shipped to a different hospital for the surgeries. Sent her back. They decided, oh, we'll just hook it up to a different vein in her arm. That worked for about a week, and then it went back to stealing blood from her hand. So the sores on her hand got worse. So then it was back again for yet another surgery. I'm not sure what kind of games you like to play. Ow. Let's just jam the straw into my chin. Welcome back from ads. What game should I vape to tonight? I don't know. What kind of games do you usually play? Welcome back from ads, Morningstar. Or did you actually go somewhere while I was AFK? I've been playing a lot of Valheim lately. I love that I'm getting back into it. I'm playing on a server that gets ransacked all the time, so we'll see how long it lasts. It's pretty quiet except for the griefers that come in. But nice. Yeah, public servers are, prone to getting griefed a lot. But I met, like, the first time I went onto that server, because it's hard to find public servers now, like when you just go and scroll through the server list. So I found a couple of them, and the first time I went onto this one, you log in, and the starting circle was pretty much non-existent. There was a bone mass stone and another stone, and they were kind of like semi-floating and kind of like lumped together, and there was nothing else. It was just like no trees, nothing. It was like obliterated for like, well, what looked like miles. um yeah. So I was just like, okay, well, this is interesting. I definitely need to find a very strategic hidden spot. So I went and I searched a couple spots, and I found one a fair decent away. Built myself a portal so that I could get back to it, a hidden portal. And then I decided I was going to go exploring, and I found this mountain that had, like, pretty much top of the mountain all the way down to the ocean. The ground had all been like messed up, and I was like, this is interesting. I'm gonna go see what's at the top of the mountain. And it was a big steep mountain, and I made it about halfway up the mountain, and I found this castle that was just, I liked the location of it and everything. And I was like, it was like, one of the game generated ones. And I was like, I'm gonna fix this up as like a little base. And so I was working on that and then the server didn't get updated when the update went through. And then I think it was like 2-3 days later, they finally updated it so I could go back in. And I continued to build on the castle, and then one day I see someone in there, and I was like, ooh, because I'm constantly checking to see who's on the server. And they said hello because they saw that I was on. And I had my location turned off, so I have the feather cape, and I just like jumped off the mountain to get away from where I was building before I said hi, because I knew that it was going to ping my location if I talked back. And they came over, and they were just kind of like watching me as I was like fixing up this little village that I found at the bottom. And I was like, sup? And they didn't say anything, and they just kind of like jumped around, looked what I was doing, and then got bored and left. And I was like, oh, phew. So then I go back up to the mountain and start working again. And a little while later, someone else came in, but his name, I figured he had to be a regular of the server or something, because his name was Griefers Hunter, and he actually had his location turned on. So I was like, okay, still don't really want anyone to know, just to be on the safe side. I don't want anyone to know where I am. So I went back down to the little village and was working, and sure enough, he, shouted out to me, and then we got to chatting, and he wanted to come see what I was working on. So I was like, sure, go ahead. And of course he had mods and everything, so he could like fly over and do whatever. And I think I don't know if he was like the owner of the server, or if he was just an admin. But he set me up with a portal to his base, and gave me a bunch of supplies when he found out that I was a vanilla builder. And took me on a tour of his things. It was fun. So I'm like, I like this server now. I got a friend on this server. And yeah. So I was playing on that server again today. But yeah, the trolls are real pains in the backside. Back when the trolls were just starting to get really bad, me and another friend had a public server, and she just had it like, it was what do they call it, the dedicated server that you have on your computer. And we had a few friends, and pretty much all of us were like, we like to like build and do whatever. And there was some nice builds that were going on, and then we got trolled a few times. We're able to like sort of like fix things up, and then this guy came in with this terrain mod, and massively, like, just like obliterated our one friend's place. He had been like he was building kind of like a um we were calling it the Hogwarts Castle. And he was like doing some really awesome work on it, and it got absolutely obliterated. And then they found uh, another um, build on the map, and the ground was like way up to the sky. Like it took forever for my friend's husband to figure out how to clear it. Ooh. Must look. Ooh, yeah, see, we don't have those here. But that looks really good. It's like Hamburger Helper, but in Velveeta instead. Oh. Oh, I bet you that's awesome. Wonder if I can order it on Amazon just to give it a try one of these days. But yeah, I figure I should get back into building on Valheim. I mean, I'm only like 2,600 hours into the game. Might as well get myself up to at least 3,000 hours. And there's like with Ashlands, like I thought it was like great when Mistlands came out because there was all this new building stuff. But now with Ashlands, there's even more building stuff. It's like, yeah, and it's not bloody stone. Like I liked Mistlands, like the marble was nice, but it was too much. So it was nice to see that, yeah. Oh, hello, Yadarika. I don't think I actually said hi. I saw your check in, and I was going to say hi, and then I totally forgot. So, hi. Thank you for the check in. Just kind of like went off on a chatting tangent and forgot to. Oh, nice. Modar. Modar? Yeah, something like that. Motor. um, my favorite boss to kill is Bone Mass, and that's because when you're by yourself, it's very easy to kill. You just build yourself a tree fort, a fairly high tree fort. You stock yourself up with like make a little like tree house where you can have a workbench where you can repair things and a whole crap ton of arrows. And then you summon Bone Mass and you get up there in your treehouse and you just fire away. Is it a slight cheat? Maybe, but there are things that like drop from the sky. So occasionally you'll have skeletons that somehow magically appear up there, and the ooze guys. But if you're up high enough, bone mass can't hurt you, and he just stands there trying to get at you, and you can just shoot him in the face repeatedly over and over again. I think I've gotten as far as Yagluth for bosses. But I've I haven't even seen Ashlands yet. But as a builder, when I'm on private, like my own private server, I just spawn everything I need. I spent hours watching Valheim build videos and then going and doing my own thing. I've never been really good at like the big, giant, extreme, gorgeous builds. I'm more of a quaint village with some larger buildings builds. I built this tavern that I saw on YouTube once. That one was one of my first favorite builds that I did. And then when I first started going on to public servers, I found this one server that had been hit with a fair bit of trolls, but I found like I was going through the forest, the Black Forest, and I came across one of those big, like not the smaller stone houses, but the bigger stone houses. I don't know if you've come across those, that had been fixed up and used as a base. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I kind of like, it was a little bit ransacked and hadn't been used for a while, you could tell. So I sort of like fixed it up. And then I don't know what it was, but I figured there was something off about the floor. And I was like, what's up with this floor? There's something going on with this floor. Sure enough, I found a hidden staircase under some deer hide rugs and Jaster. I'll have to try and check that out. But yeah, there was these hidden stairs and there was a portal under there. And I went into the portal and it took me into an entire portal room built under the Elder shrine. And it took me to all these different places on the map. And it was like so cool. And that's where I've met my one friend. And we spent quite a bit of time on there. And then whoever had the server finally shut it down because they weren't playing on it anymore, I don't think. I will have to try and check that out. Friday, you say? Definitely gonna have to try and check that out. Just 7 p.m. Eastern. That's, I think, 3 hours. So he'll be around 4 my time. Okay. that the one that you started last night? Oh, that's awesome. Like one of those days when you're bored, you have to sit there and count the stitches. Almost 50. Wow. 50K stitches. Holy. I'd love to see a picture of it. Oh yeah, we're officially, finally, into the actual red part of the red. Because as you can see, white and red ball. Never go back. No, she's never coming back. Dang. I hate when my my iPad that I had, like I got it years ago, stopped updating, and I still used it for the longest time until all the apps stopped working. There's like hardly any app that works on it now. So far in the dark ages. Ooh. Wow. That's a lot of work. Like when I count, like, well, I don't count, but like when I zoom in and see all the stitches, dang. 200 by 196 stitches? Now that is dedication. That's awesome, though. She's never coming back. 17. So tomorrow is when me and my aunt drop our stuff off at the fall fair. I have no idea. I've never entered a competition like this before. I've never even been to the fall fair. I don't even know how I should be displaying my stuff. My aunt says that I should have something to like put it on that brings out the color. So I'm thinking, because everything seems to look really awesome on my purple velvet, I was thinking of bringing that. But I have like one entry in the spun yarn, and then I have 2 entries in the dyed. One is a dyed yarn and the other is a dyed roving. So They're two different kind of, so I can't put them all together. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Has anyone ever entered anything into a fair, and what did they do for like display wise or any of that stuff? Or did they do anything? That's what I need to know. Right? I know. I mean, I haven't really Googled it either, but I bet you there's. Gotta remember to freaking decrease when I'm doing the eyelets. Mm-hmm. Cats are creating mayhem again, I can see. Or at least hear. This thing is so long and so twisted. Oh my goodness. Welcome back. Oh, was I zoned out? I sometimes do that when I'm knitting, just like off my own little la la land. I think I was like thinking over, like, maybe I should like Google or something, or then I'm like, well, maybe I'll just like wing it because that's how I usually roll. And it's like whatever, and then it's like I'm like, I don't know. I hate the unknown. I absolutely hate not knowing things. Like normally I would be like let's go see the fall fair. Let's see how everything is and then the next year enter in. But natural habitats in the wilds of Jones River crafting stream. We observe the vibrant ecosystem. Welcome back from ads. Anyone that got stuck in them. They can be annoying for sure. Another fear that I have is that I'll be like the only one that enters into like. Well, I think the dying one will be fine. Like even if people aren't entering dying roving, I think it's still all class as dying. So, and I think it'd be crazy. But what if I was like the only one that entered spun yarn? Basically, if nobody else enters, if you're the only one that enters in the thing, I think they just kind of like do a like disqualify because there was no one to compete against. And it's just like, damn. I hope that doesn't happen to me. I mean, I don't care about winning. I just don't want to look like a fool because I didn't do something that I should have. But I'm putting myself out there, and that's something that I don't do. I've been doing more. So, like, my first step was putting myself out there on stream. And now I'm going to try putting myself out there at the farmers or the fall market. And then I might eventually get to where I'm doing the weekly market, where every Saturday, at least during summer, I don't remember how it runs during the winter. I know it still runs during the winter, but not as much. But I might do a booth at our local market and sell stuff. But I want to sell more than just yarn and dyed roving. So I need to find more. I would love to make drop spindles and maybe even some supported spindles or whatever that I could sell. So if like someone wanted to learn how to spin and they didn't have a lot of money, they could go the whole drop spindle route. And they don't need to be like super fancy. So we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Oh, did you actually like count them all? 3,867. Dang. Of course, I wonder how many stitches this thing is. That might be like a fun project to do one day, is count the stitches in like a big project like a sweater or a blanket. That'd be an interesting challenge just to try and remember that. Nice. Dang. Shit. Right? Like, yeah, let's just not. But then again, if I charged a penny for every stitch, that'd be a lot of money. Next time someone's like, hey, can you make me this? I'll be like, I charge 1 cent per stitch. Okay. Yeah, so that's 108,000. That'd be what? Actually, 108,000 pennies would be what, $108? Or am I missing? My math is not mathing tonight. That's actually not bad for a blanket. Well, 1,080. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's that might be a little. I don't think I'd pay $1,000 for something. I'd probably look at it and be like, I'll make it myself. See, that is the bonus of me being able to make things, is when I can't afford something like that, I can make it. It might still cost me a pretty penny, but yeah. Well, sometimes I can't make it. Depends on what it is. Still learning. But I'll sure as heck try. But if I had the money, I would pay $1,000 for a blanket. If it's made right and it's beautiful. Damn rights I will. Right. What size blanket would that make? Is that like a queen size blanket or a king size blanket? Or smaller? I'm trying to remember. Of course, I've never knit a blanket. Right? $500 for a hand knit blanket is actually a pretty good hand knit king size blanket is actually a pretty good deal if you think about it. For the amount of hours that would get put in. I mean, I still don't think I'd be able to pay for it. Well, if I could pay in installments, could probably do that. Like my brother, he wanted this painting from this art gallery. He likes art, and he paid. Obviously, he didn't get the painting until he like paid it off, but he was able to pay in installments to get this really nice painting. And I was like, when I saw the painting, I'm like, that is a beautiful painting. But I know that artist. And I think I would have paid more for one of his other art pieces. But he loved it. Yeah, looking at Google, it's anywhere from $111 to $1,000. Yeah. So yeah, like $500 is a pretty good even price, especially if it's like a well-made, really beautiful hand knit blanket. There's a granny square blanket on Etsy selling for 3,000. Ooh, must be a nice blanket. Now I think I'm done matching up things. It's 4,238 stitches. Nice. Good work, Morningstar. That's going to be awesome when it's done. How far into it are you? I'd love to give cross stitch a try again, but I probably never will. Well, in that case, they're overcharging unless they paid an arm and a leg for the freaking yarn. Did they hand spin the yarn first? Did they like go and pick the roving and then clean the roving and then hand spin and hand dye the yarn? Then I could see it being $3,000 or almost. Well, we might as well just round it up to $4,000. It's close enough. What the heck? Is it made out of gold or something? Right? But you'd only be able to live like that if it sold. It's like, how long's it been up there for? Like, how much an hour were they paying themselves? That'd be the thing, because it's like, yes, you got to factor in the cost of the supplies. That I can understand. Ooh. That's crazy. Yep, go ahead. 6. I must see these. She reminds me of you. Okay. For me, because I'm Canadian, that is almost 85K. That is beautiful. And a lot of squares. But I think I would. It's acrylic yarn. Yeah, no, I would just make that myself. Like, that's just granny squares sewn together. 85K, yeah. You're kidding me. Okay, well, I can understand the wool. The material is wool, so that, adds to the price. But unless they hand spun that yarn Not itchy. Blanket has total. I mean, the only thing that I can see that would be expensive is depending on the cost of the wool, because wool's not cheap. But yeah, that's still. Need. And it's crochet. It's classic granny square crocheted. The only thing that would make that expensive would be the cost of the materials to make it. That's the only thing that I could see. And yeah. Or they hand spun, hand dyed everything. Even so. A classic granny square, I could probably make easy in my sleep 10 of those squares a day. Easy. Crochet does use more yarn. That is insane. Especially for that one, because that one is literally just crocheted squares in one color. The other one that's a twin size blanket for, well, I'm going to say, might as well say 4,000 because it's 3,800 Canadian. But that one is a classic granny square. And alternating colors. That's the most time consuming part. But the other one, they're all done in, they're little squares, but it is a king size blanket, so maybe they are standard size squares, but they're just squares. And the only cost to that blanket is your sanity. That is the only cost, like major cost to that blanket, is your sanity in having to do that amount of squares in the same color. I know machines can replicate knit, but can't replicate. Yes, that is true. I don't think I've ever seen a machine crocheted item before. Yes, there's definitely a lot of sewing involved, but what, you know, when I was doing the Tetris blanket for my son, which was a double-sized blanket, it really wasn't that bad. The only thing that I struggled with on that blanket was when I got to the black squares, because it was 52 black squares that I had to do, and I was like smashing my head into the wall from like, just like, oh god, I feel like I'm trapped in hell. But like sewing it together wasn't that bad at all. I just had to make sure that I had everything in the right spot. And you just you sew it all together in strips and then sew the strips together, and it's, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that blanket should be cheap at all. I'm saying that I don't think it's worth $8,000. Not since, especially since it's acrylic. If that one had been wool, maybe. But it's acrylic yarn. And it's basically done like a graph. just love you. Right? Well, I'm rooting for you and sending you lots of good creating slash working vibes. Just like I'm sending myself vibes to get as far into this red as possible. Because this is the last color. I gotta get through this red. I would love to finish this before Friday, but I know that Friday is gonna be the day that I finish it. So, but the more that I get done tonight, the sooner I can get done on Friday. And then I can, of course, then I'm gonna have to wash it and block it, which means I'm gonna have to, I really should order some of those blocking mats because I don't have a place big enough to block this thing. Okay, that's pretty. But I don't think it's a 14,000 pretty. But I would probably pay at least 5,000 for that. Cuz that's fiddly. Ooh, and it's wool. So yeah, I would pay 5,000 for that. Problem is I probably never use it. Like, I mean, I love it because of the colors and everything, but I feel like I would never use it. So, but I could see myself, like, if I had the money, I would easily pay 5,000 for that. But I don't think well, maybe not easily, but I would pay 5,000 for that. But I think first I would see how much it is to make, like, how hard it is to make a square. Honestly, I think most of the work would be in joining everything. Because that, like, looking at that. Looking at that, I think it's all the yellow in between. It's not crocheted squares. You are crocheting that between the flowers as you're joining them. So that one would be a lot more work. So that I can see the value in the price for that. That would be a lot of work. But if it was just a matter of squares being sewn together, it wouldn't be that big a deal. Left hand crochet, and I need to find another pattern for her. What, welcome back. What pattern were you originally teaching? Was it like just a classic granny square? Or was it like that? What the heck is that word? Gumi? Oh, I can't say it. My brain and mouth cannot function on that word. Amigurumi? No, I'm actually teaching row by row single crochet. You could try, well, if you're teaching single crochet, you could always do, you could get her or get them to do like a row of single crochet, a row of double crochet, or no, a row of single, a row of half double, a row of double, and then back to single. Omigurumi. So a block, moss stitch, single crochet, chain one, single crochet. Yeah. Block, fish row, then basic, right? That sounds like a good plan. If you're meditating, Omigurumi. Right? That's what I call them, stuffies. I'm like, look at the cute stuffy things. Look at the mushroom stuffy, and this stuffy, and that stuffy, and the turtle stuffy. Oh, I love turtles. I do love turtles. Ooh, you could also teach them how to do a butterfly. Here, let me move that clip. Which is like super easy. It's just like a flower. I can make it a flower. It's just a flower folded in half, and then I don't know where. I think this. I know it wasn't Renee that made it, because she doesn't crochet, but she must have got it from someone. Hello, Zikzik. of a 9-block blanket with variations of stitches. That's like one of the best ways to do it. And getting her understand patterns and grids. Yep. It's that time again. Breakfast. You can do it. Did you get coffee into you? Or are you at least pumping the coffee into you? You can do it. You can do it. You got this. Thank you for the check-in. The good right hook. Did I miss something, Morningstar? The good right hook. I'm not sure. Coffee is lifesaver. I think it's a really good plan. Get them working on the stitches so that they're familiar with the stitches and reading patterns, and then it just makes it that much easier when it comes time to. Unless you notice that they're like getting burnt out, and they need a change. That's when you like switch to something like a butterfly. He has an Instagram. He also made my one hat. Oh. I love when my phone doesn't cooperate with me. The good right hook. I will have to check out his. If you want, you could share his profile. If he's on Instagram, you could share his profile to me and on Instagram. Just send me a message with his profile, and then that way I will remember to check it out. I'm also thinking of doing a video and put them on YouTube for left-handers. Yeah, there's not a lot of left-handers. I've noticed, like the crochet crowd, he does, he'll do videos and then he flips his camera to show the left hand, I think. I think they're the same video, he just switches it. Or maybe he does do it left-handed. I can't remember. But there's not as many left-hand videos out there. To have split video with right hand on right and left hand on left hand right. Even then I have friends who say that doesn't work for them. Yeah, I can get that because some people hold things differently, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wonder if I could crochet left-handed. I mean, I'm right-handed, but like when I'm spinning, I can switch between spinning, like drafting right-handed or drafting left-handed. Like when I'm spinning on my electric eel wheels, I do right-handed spinning, but when I'm spinning on Melanie, I left-hand draft that stuff. I hate when I look at my phone and realize I have like a gazillion freaking pages open. There. Now I'm following so I can check out his stuff. Yeah. It's okay. Sometimes it's nice to have variety on Facebook pages. And that's like, sometimes people are like, oh, I want to do this for a while. And then it's like, oh, well, now I'm into this. So, yeah. Hey, the big old bears are the best looking ones. Just saying. I am. It's like knitting away, got good tunes going. Like I love listening to the Followers Choice playlist because there's a lot of good music, but this is my go-to music. And so it's like when I'm listening to it and I'm knitting away, I just like totally totally lose myself. Will you though? Will you? Love again. Be zoned out, and I'll be like, "Hey, hey, guess what? What?" No response. Then I say, I won the lottery. Woohoo! Psych! Aww. I know. Is that old notifications or new notifications? Ooh, that looks good. And then you definitely want to fucking avoid them. Well, it's not even that. It's that rich guys that are good looking, even if they go on that app and if they are like talking about their money or anything like that, you wouldn't want to be around them anyways because they're self-centered. And they only want one thing. I hate everything to do with money. As long as I have enough money to live off of, that's all that matters to me. Money don't bring happiness. It usually brings misery. At least everyone that I know that has money is miserable. Or even if they are nice, they have no concept of what it's like to be poor. And yeah. Oh, and then there's the ones that they're not rich, but they have to look like they are. And it's like, why? Usually those are the ones that are like ridiculously far in debt because they have to have their image. And it's like, I don't want that. I want a good old down to earth person who is not afraid to work, doesn't need to have lots of money, just honestly. You know. You know. Like to have enough money to be debt free, pay all my bills every month, and have a bit of savings. More bit for crafting and some to give away. Exactly. That's pretty much me. Like, I'm thankfully not in debt. I do have a credit card, but it gets paid off every month. I have no other debt. My car's paid off. I sold my house. Kind of. It's a rent to own thing. We won't talk about it. But if I was not living with my mom, I would not be able to afford to live right now. That's for sure. I have a very small pension that I'm currently living off of from when my husband passed away, but no. And then of course I can't work because I have to take care of mom. And the downside about Canada is basically unless you like live in I think it's Nova Scotia. Um the government will not pay you to take care of your loved one. So you're like shit out of luck. So it's like, okay, I can't work because my mom needs my help, but I can't get any kind of subsidy for it. And I wouldn't need much. Right. I feel you on that, K-Play. You want to see who I mean? I'm talking to. Yeah, sure. Send the picture through. Look up. Good looking at least, but yeah. He doesn't look like he'd be able to handle being out in the bush for very long. Yeah, he doesn't really look like someone I would really like. No, exactly. Have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. It was definitely entertaining seeing some of the crochet blankets and how much they were going for on Etsy. That was crazy. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the music and the vibe. Thank you. I do, actually. I haven't heard it in a while, but I do know that saying. People today, I'm giving him the rope, right? Much deserved. Right? It's like, why? Why? fun to play cat and mouse. And figured I would lurk Sunglow while I'm streaming, since she's streaming. If you're wondering why I put my other earbud in, that's different color. Got the two earbuds. Right? Lurking, deciding whether or not you're gonna play some Final Fantasy. Better answer my mom's text before she starts calling. Well, the door's closed, so I won't be able to hear her anyways. Oh, nice. You enjoying it? Nice. Right? Right? Yeah, I had that feel too. My shawl's going faster now because I'm decreasing every 4 rows now. So it's much smaller now. I hope so too. If not, I think I'll be pretty close. So, um, I think I got lucky because I think the yellow was one of my longest strands of yarn, so I'm hoping that made up for the fact that um, the green was a little shorter than the other hanks. I think both orange and yellow were a little bit longer than these. So we'll we'll soon find out. Yeah, I wish I still had the. I had a piece of paper in the bag that I had them in, telling me the total length. It was, I can't remember what it was now. Like this one here was 200. Was it 225? I've got. Oh, let's see. We'll I've got all the colors from green on. So the green was 185 yards. I think the yellow was the 237 yards. And then I can't remember. It's either the orange was 225 or 201. But yeah. I don't remember what the earlier ones were, and I didn't save the tags, so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that these ones will make up for the missing yardage on the green. And it's for me, so if I don't quite end, and, you know, this ends a little bit more blunt than pointy, then that's okay too. But I have, like, you know, I still have over half. Like, this got pretty good girth to it, so I have over half a ball still. Mm-hmm. Hello, Knitter Girl, how are you? We're making progress.